Hi, my name is Stephanie and I'm one of the two teachers from Double Dose of Learning. Back to school season is upon us. I know we're all so excited to begin the new school year as a fresh start with our new students. And we've also gotten several questions from different teachers asking, what are Pocketbook Units? So I wanted to make a short video today to explain to you what Pocketbook Units are and why we have found them to be highly successful with our students. So a quick background, Kelly and I have been teaching together for 8 years. We both have had similar classroom settings working with special education students. We found that all of the materials we had to use within our classrooms were kind of all over the place. There was nothing systematic and organized that our kids really needed. We found that working with special education students, staying organized and focused on a topic is a challenge at times. We wanted something that was very comprehensive, cohesive, yet easy to organize for our kiddos. And once we figured out a system that worked for us, we began creating units that followed the exact same format and the same system. Our kids really responded so well to the routine of pocketbooks and began to master the concepts at a rate like we've never seen before. We've created a whole year of Pocketbook Units, one or more for every month, in the same format with the same highly organized system that our students have responded so well to. So I'm so excited today to show you what some of our Pocketbook Units are and how you can use them in your classroom. So this is an example of one of our Pocketbook Units. Each child will get their own, and you can actually make them from materials that you already have in your classroom. Every student will end up with one of these pocketbooks at the end of the unit, which they can take home and show off to their family. So let's open it up and see what we have within this Pocketbook Unit. So this pocketbook is on the human body. So there are actually 7 different units within this large mega unit, we call it, going through the different systems of the human body. So let's open up the pocketbook and I can show you some of the components briefly. As you can see, this pocket stores all student materials. So students begin with the blank pocketbook, and as they move throughout the unit, add their materials into the pocket to save it. And it's really a portfolio style book that they get to take home at the end of the unit that has all of their work right inside, and it's very neatly organized, and it gives them a nice reference to go back to as they're studying the topic. This is our student workbook, complete with different reading comprehension questions embedded throughout each page. So it's really interactive. Kids read the beginning part of the text, and as you can see, there are different bold vocabulary words on each page. Now those vocabulary words are embedded throughout the entire unit, giving students many opportunities to practice and demonstrate their knowledge of those key important words that they are learning. Each pocketbook does come with its own student comprehension workbook, in addition to a vocabulary flip book where they can practice their words matching and writing the definition, and colorful vocabulary cards that you can use for your word walls or your bulletin boards, etc. After the students learn about the topic, after reading the student comprehension workbook, there are also PowerPoint presentations that are included with every unit. The PowerPoint presentations focus on the same material and the same content that has been learned throughout the student vocabulary workbook. So it's just another way for students to gain information about the topic. And they really like the colorful pictures and images that are included in that. From there, after students have a solid background and have learned about the topic presented, we have a variety of graphic organizers that they can use to recall key facts and demonstrate knowledge about the topic. So in this example, they wrote 4 different facts about the muscular system. They use this graphic organizer to kind of help them form a paragraph. This is a great option for differentiation. If you have students who are still working on creating paragraphs and are in the early stages of writing, we have options that you may include to really help them organize their thoughts with this process. We also have an organizer to help students write paragraphs where they can create a topic sentence, include different facts that they have used on this, and then a closing sentence. It's perfect for students who are still working on the writing process and organizing their thoughts. From there, students can take their graphic organizers and use those as a guide to write their own paragraphs. Now, some students may not need the graphic organizers. They can go right to forming their own paragraphs, or other students may just focus on this part of the writing process. You can even use pictures to put in here as well for students who are working at that level. So it's really easy to differentiate for all of the learners within your classroom. Another component that is included in each Pocketbook unit are our early finishers, or morning work as we like to call them. We know that students work at different paces, and when some are completely finished with their work and they're asking for more or asking what to do next, we've created supplemental materials that they can work on at their own pace. We have word searches that again have those vocabulary words embedded right there, so they get extra practice with it. We also have crossword puzzles created for every Pocketbook, and acrostic poems that they can even work on at the end. Smart Art is another component that is included in each Pocketbook unit. It gives students a chance to color, cut, and paste, and use their artistic skills to create their own unique writing piece. They can write their own paragraph on the back, and then the pages are actually glued together. Smart Art is also perfect for bulletin board displays, and it's just something different that the students really like to work on to show what they've learned at the end of the unit. These are most of the activities that are included within each Pocketbook unit. Now again, each single unit is about a week long, so you have plenty of materials to use for each week-long unit. Once the students are done learning about the muscular system, they can pick right back up with the next week, where they move on to the next topic within the human body. So as you can see, now that we're on to week 2 with the skeletal system, the components are the exact same, but the information changes. So we still have the vocabulary cards, the vocabulary flip book, the word searches, the early finisher activities, the comprehension workbook, the Smart Art, everything is the exact same. This again is another week full of materials. And then after that, we could move to the next pocket. The format is really the same. It's just the information changes based on the topic. So there are 7 weeks of materials included in this human body Pocketbook. Once students are finished with all 7 weeks and all 7 parts of the body, they store their work in this portfolio, which they can then take home to show off to their families. So every Pocketbook unit we have set up in this same format. So after the human body, we would perhaps move on to extreme weather. Extreme weather and natural disasters is set up in the exact same way. So we've used this highly systematic and very routine format for our students to just help them stay on track and be able to predict what comes next. So they can really focus on the content and not so much the process of it. We found these to be so highly effective in our classrooms, and we have never seen our students recall so much and be so excited about learning as we have when we started creating these Pocketbook units for them. They're so excited to learn what the next topic is and then move through the work with various levels of independence and then take their Pocketbooks home at the end of the unit. So thank you so much for watching and listening and learning about what our Pocketbook units really are. I think that you will find them very effective tools to use in your classrooms, just like we have. So if you're interested in seeing all of the different topic areas that our Pocketbook units cover, check out our Teachers Pay Teachers store, Double Dose of Learning. There's also a link to our store in the description if you'd like to check it out. Thanks again. Bye.